A few nights ago, one of my friends came over, and the subject of cooking for one came up. You see, she's single and lives alone, and when I started to explain that I do a lot of freezer cooking and cook freezer meals, I could tell that her definition of freezer meal and my definition of freezer meal were two very different things. So I brought her over to my freezer, and as soon as she looked inside and saw what I was talking about, it was like a light bulb went off. She's single and lives alone, but explained to me that cooking isn't something she really enjoys anymore because she ends up having to eat the same thing 5 days in a row or just throwing away the leftovers, and she hates to waste food. So she finds herself buying a lot of takeout and eating a lot of fast food. But she grew up in the rural Midwest, so the concept of freezer meals is not at all foreign to her. She explained that when I kept saying freezer meals, all she was picturing were like crock-pot dump meals or giant trays of lasagnas or casseroles. So many casseroles. I told her you could still make all of those recipes. You just batch cook them and then freeze them in individual portions. Then you just defrost or heat up one portion at a time whenever you want. This means you don't have to eat the same thing every night, and you don't have to eat leftovers for 5 days in a row. At one point, she turned, looked at me, and said, "You don't understand. This is going to change my life." And I told her, I do understand because it genuinely changed mine.